Hey guys, it's Chantel. I know a lot of you who have followed me for a long time have not seen me. Um, so it's probably a little bit weird and exciting. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Chantel. I live with chronic health issues where I have a random, really weird blood clotting disorder to my liver and to my spleen, and I deal with chronic pain and everything on a daily basis. So, um, as you guys know, I like my channel's kind of been about food, but I realize that's just a part of it because it's really not the food you're eating, it's what's going behind it's what's going on in your head. Same things as like, please don't comment on this, it's rhetorical, but kind of like the idea of guns kill people, not people kill people, or that people said spoons don't kill people, people kill people, or things like that. So, it's what's going on inside of your head. So that's what we need to fix. That's what we need to get right. When you're wondering, why isn't your day going right? Why is it, why can't you be happy? Why do you keep falling into these bad relationships? How come all this stuff? And that's more of what I truly want to address, and would really like to get into some personal speaking, if possible, about chronic health and disease and happiness and working on having a better life in general all together and how we could all be better about it. So I am so excited to share that with you guys. Well, so the reason I haven't been on here for a while is that I ended up getting really, really sick again. I did my volleyball summer as always, and I did really, really well. And then I started getting sick, and then I started having marriage problems, and then I got really sick. I had internal bleeding on my way to Maui. Can you imagine how bad that is? They had to reroute the flight in the middle of the air from California to Hawaii because I started throwing up blood on the plane. Yeah, so that was fun. I missed half of my Hawaii trip to get to be in, where was I? San Francisco, California for, 4 days? They're like, oh, at least you got to see California. I'm like, the inside of the hospital. I don't know that that really counts as California. But I'm just figuring myself out. And so I did separate from my husband. I moved out. I live in Wyoming for the past 3 months with my mom and dad. Temporary. Believe me, no 30-year-old should be living with their parents. It's just horrible. Not that it's bad. I love my family. It's just because, your parents never see you as an adult and you kind of want to get to be an adult, but they treat you like a kid. Like, don't forget to do your laundry. And if this isn't done by tomorrow, I'm like, what are you going to do? Ground me? I mean, you can kick me out of the house, but like, what are you going to do? Are you being sweet? Oh, you have Indy's big now. Look at that sweet boy. Hi, Bugs. He loves kisses. Huh. So that's Indigo. He is now just a year old. He's 10 pounds. Huh, you're just the cutest guy. Just the cutest guy. He's mama's boy, so he doesn't make it too far from me very, very much. So that's kind of what's been going on. And I want to make this bigger. I want it to be whatever you guys want. So what do you want help with? What do you want me to do a topic on? What's been bugging you guys right now to help you get through life, through all this stuff that's going on? Because obviously, I'm going through a lot. I have no job. I can't do massage. I'm working on disability at the moment. I'm separated. Had to move back in with my parents at 30. Move 13 hours back to Wyoming to live with my mom and dad, and to figure out where to go from here, from life, if I can work, if I can't. And those all sound like a lot of scary things, and they are. They get to me. Don't think they don't. But hey, stop that. Yeah, you stinker. But it's it's so hard to get the right words sometimes. I'm much better at writing than I can be at speeches at times. But I still have joy. And why do I have joy going through all these things? And I think a lot of people see that, and people have been telling me how inspirational I am and how much I've helped them, and I'm such a nice person that I think this is where I was meant to be. And going back to school and working in a traditional sense, I just think isn't going to work for me. So maybe this will. We'll just do a bunch of videos on me, my life, on Chantel. But the reason I got into this is with self-help books. And I could do several talks about what's been going on, whatever you guys want to know. I'll do some videos. So please comment below. Let's get some stuff going. I don't work. I could do a video every single day if you want one. I can do one once a week. I could do one every other week, or I could do a different thing each day. You guys tell me what you want to hear. Let's just start somewhere, okay? But anyways, self-help books, right? It's that love-hate of those freaking things. I love learning. But the thing is, by the time you're in the book, you're like, I haven't changed. Okay. And then you chuck it, or you maybe get one or two things out of it, and you're like, am I wasting my time on this? I mean, remember spending probably 5 years about every single night reading a self-help book. And one day I was just like, information constipation. I felt so backed up with knowledge that I knew not what to do with, that it almost created issues, because you're like, I'm like, oh, I should go open my own business. Oh, but if you read Zig Ziglar, you should raise the money yourself first and do it this way. I'm making this stuff up. This isn't their recommendation. Just saying, just for random examples. That then you're like, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't, even though I really want to, but they recommend I don't, so then you don't. But people make money and stuff a billion ways, but that's how that person made money, not how you are going to make money. Or, my next one that I'd really like to, what is success? Really? Because it depends on what the value is. It depends on what you're holding it up to. Is it success in money, your family, your income? Where are you failing? You got to look at these things. And I remember seeing how bad people are with finances. I didn't realize how bad it was till discussing things with my friends. And I'm like, my finances are so bad. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have no money right now, or if I divorce. And I'm like, oh, I have more money and I'm better at money than with them because I've made just better choices. Not that that's a big deal. I mean, this is life. You got to remember, we have one life to live. And if God called you to do something or spend money, you don't have to do what everybody else did. Or if you want to blow it all on a boat, and then you find out you were wrong and you don't like it, well, you know what? You learned a really important lesson. But the thing is, that's the part of it. It depends on what you're focused on. So let's start changing some of the things we're focusing on and creating what we want our lives to be, rather than waiting for them to happen to us. Let's start picking things. Maybe just, once a week, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go take a step out and do that thing I always said I was going to do. How do you get there? And how can it be okay with you when we should always be, I think where I had my measuring stick up to was perfection. That's what was my big idea. What was getting me through all those things is I needed to be perfect. I needed to be, a good Christian, a good wife. I needed to make enough money. I needed to clean the house. I needed to take care of my dogs. I needed everyone to like me. I was putting all these pressures on myself. And, but guess what? No wonder why we feel like crap. We fell short of that all the time. So really, you have to figure out what is success for you, and that's how you measure it. What are you doing? What do you want to get out of your life? Do you want to be the best mom ever? I don't know. It's up to you. What's called to you, what's called onto your heart. Because that is the only thing you're going to miss in this world. Because all that money, everything else is going to stay right here. And it's those memories. It's those things, and I still think about it, like, why would people want to ever go hike up Mount Everest? And it's because they said they could, because that is their bar. That was the bar they set for themselves. They said, this is success. And whether they die or they live, that's what they wanted to do on this life. And some of them lived and some of them didn't. Same thing. You guys have heard me. I am a volleyball fanatic. If I died playing volleyball, you can know I died happy. If I died skiing, probably not so much. But at least I lived my life and I did the things that I meant to do. and learning how to measure it, like with your body, like all these images. Where's the best you that you want to be? How can you get to the point to like you? Because yes, you can become a bodybuilder, but you have to be willing to do what they're doing to get that. You just have to be willing. But it's going to be rough and sacrifices, and you know what you're going to find is sometimes it's really not worth it. You know, that's what I'm finding too. Is it better to have the really, really expensive job? Not always. Sometimes it's better just to be home and enjoy your family. Other times you need that money because you want to run kids camps, or you want to give your kids the chance to get to experience everything around the world instead of in a classroom. Maybe you want to take them to France and Europe and Africa and things like that. And you know what's funny? Is anyone wrong? No. Nobody's wrong. They're all correct. You just get to pick what you want to do. So I am so glad to chat with you guys. Let's just give me a couple helpful tips, hints, things you guys want to hear lately, or inspiration. And I'm just glad to be back. See you guys later.